welcome to Four Leaf Whiskey. Happy halfway to St. Patrick's Day. It is a thing. So today I thought what better way to celebrate than with one of my favorite bottles from my favorite distillery. So I'm going to be trying the Killowen Experimental Bonded Series Pinot Noir cask. So this is a 10-year-old whiskey. This is made up of 75% grain whiskey, 5% malt whiskey from Ireland, Great Northern or probably maybe a little Cooley, and 20% malt whiskey from Northern Ireland, Bushmills. This has been finished 10 years in ex-bourbon and ex-sherry casks, and then further finished in some Pinot Noir casks from the Burgundy region of France. This actually was bottle number 5 in the Experimental Bonded series. It was intended to be the first release, and unfortunately, they did not care for it, how it came out. It got a little too tannic, a little too much berry from the wine cask. So they added more whiskey, tinkered around with it till the cask shock wore off and ended up with a brilliant whiskey that was the 5th release. This bottle is from the US release. This is a 375 milliliter bottle, and this is bottled at 52.5% ABV. So the color on this one is a gold to dark gold color. Killowen does not add any kind of artificial coloring. They're non-chill filtered. They typically bottle at cask strength. So the color is what goes in the cask. And the nose on this is nice and getting a lot of fresh red apple. A lot of honey. A little nutmeg. There's just a hint of some tartness in here, probably like a little, maybe like a lemon, like a tart lemon, but just a tiny bit. The apple and the honey definitely come through the most on the nose for me. You get a little bit of the woody notes, but they're definitely buried under the sweeter orchard fruits and the honey that comes off this. The palate on this one is what keeps me coming back every time and why this is one of my favorite bottles. This is a lemon cheesecake with blackberry topping in a glass. You immediately get the creamy, vanilla, lemony, almost like a custard. You get the nutmeg, the vanilla that you would get in like a crust, and then you get fresh blackberry. And there's some woody notes that come through at the end. You get the berry, I get the berry up front along with the lemon, and the creaminess lasts all the way through, and it definitely finishes with the berry and the woody nose. It's a medium, good medium long finish. It's very viscous, very creamy mouthfeel. A little bit dry, not a whole lot, but just a little, and that's likely coming from the red wine cask. So Killowen is bottled at cask strength. Their intention is that you can add water, as much water as you want to add. So I'm going to add just a drop or two of water to this. And those berry notes are really coming out now. The berry and those lemon cheesecake notes shot right to the top. The woodiness calmed down. Not nearly as much wood on now, but you're getting a lot more of the vanilla, a lot more of the lemon. The tartness has come down a little bit from the lemon. It's not nearly as tart, but the berry kind of amplified. And I'm remembering why I like adding a couple drops of water to this. So this is just an exceptional whiskey. I'm obviously a Killowen fan. Bought all this. Bottles behind me. They are available in a small number of US states. It used to be only an Ireland release. Killowen is the smallest distillery in Ireland. What Brendan Carty is doing there is just exceptional. He's big on transparency, to the point of being overly transparent. He's had to do redo labels a couple times because he's just giving so much information out. He is doing things kind of the old school way. He's got handmade Portuguese single pot stills. He's using warp tub condensers. He's using an old shed to malt his barley. It's amazing if you follow them, the things that they're doing, and what they're doing is working. They're producing just some phenomenal whiskeys right now. They're producing some amazing poaching right now. Brendan Carty has dubbed, and Killowen have dubbed this the 2022, the year of the poaching. I think I have every poaching release they have, and they're all just wonderful. If you get a chance to try this, I highly recommend it. It is one of my absolute favorite bottles, and I'm excited to see what they do next. Please like and subscribe and comment below if there's another whiskey you'd like me to review. Happy halfway to St. Patrick's Day. Sláinte.